Hi, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do day 3 of 36 affirmations to create more loving relationships. And today is how to be more attentive. We will be following this with a guided meditation. If you would like to join us, wait till the end. If you are catching the replay, we welcome you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to give it a like, comment, share, all the good stuff. Thank you to everyone for your support. So we are, for those of you who have not been following or just catching the videos, we are reading from The Soulmate Path by Monty Farber and Amy Zerner. And today's affirmation is, I have the right to speak and be taken seriously because I am respectful and attentive when others speak. Today's lesson, be attentive. In order to bring love into your life or improve an existing relationship, it is important that you enable others to better understand you by informing them of the people and events that helped to make you who you are now. Your challenge is to tell your tale in a way that is interesting to both you and your listener. This is not as easy as it can seem when a skillful storyteller tells a story. However, by turning your attention to this task, you will gain a perspective on your life and communication skills that you may now be lacking. This in itself can have a powerfully positive effect on your love life. The art of storytelling is useless without the art of listening, and so you must remember to listen to your partner when they are speaking. Make sure you are really listening and not just appearing to do so as you think about what you are going to say next. Whether you are interacting with someone you have just met or talking to your mate of 20 years, there are a few things as attractive about a person or someone who is interested in what you are saying. Interest leads to sharing, and sharing leads to caring. Conversely, there are a few things as annoying as someone who does not listen to what you are saying or does not take you seriously. If you and your partner are not interested in what you have to say to each other, you are not really interested in each other. You may be involved in a relationship based on practical considerations or on a physical attraction alone. Not being heard can lead to your feeling misunderstood and not appreciated for who you really are. In storytelling, it is crucial to be aware of your audience. Therefore, as you examine your life in the presence of one important to you, ask questions about their life with a mind towards finding similar or related situations. When storytelling leads to mutual examination and personal exploration, it creates a close bond of understanding that deepens love and begins to work of enchantment. I feel like this is something that most people truly do struggle with. Um, I can pretty much say that everyone has been guilty of this in one form or another, which, you know, saying guilty of, I think it's really, really important that we just be honest. So many of us are scared of not being heard, yet when we're trying to listen to someone that we care about, we're looking for our place to join in on the conversation instead of really getting curious, right? So many of us have a hard time with vulnerability and expressing the things that have happened in our lives to mold us in the way that we are now. And that comes with a sense of vulnerability, and a lot of people are not good with vulnerability. Um, And it takes a lot of work and practice to be truly vulnerable. But it's true. When we are interested in something in our life, if it's something that we're truly curious about, do we not ask questions, right? And when we ask questions, we receive information. Now, whatever we do with that information, that's on us. But if we truly want to know something about someone in our life and understand the way that they work and what makes them them, then you're also opening up the door to say, I hear you. I'm curious about you. I'm genuinely interested in your life. And when you allow yourself to open up and be able to tell a story that can grab one's attention and they start to ask questions, there's this beautiful energetic exchange between souls, right? You get to understand and see someone from a different perspective. You get to understand the way that they function, the way that they work, the way that their emotions are based, and why certain things might tick a certain way when you actually get to know about someone, right? And that's through their own life experience. But a lot of us can tend to be really distracted in life that we forget to have real conversation. And to have real conversation, you really have to listen. And I think this is where a lot of people get twisted too, because for people who don't know how to speak up for themselves, tend to let themselves be put on the back burner and let others dominate the conversation. Or they feel that they have to interject in order to be heard and then go to battle to be the one that's seen. But when you truly listen to someone and you are attentive with the people in your life, you have a right to speak and be taken seriously in those conversations because you are actually a part of that conversation. So I think a few good questions to ask ourselves today is, first, is this something that I have struggled with in my life? Is this something that I can be aware of to make sure that my partner feels heard and that I feel heard as well? Am I vulnerable and confident in myself to share my life story, my real life story, and all the things that I've learned from said story with someone I am truly interested in? And I think it's really important for us to pay attention to the narrative of that story as well. And really pay attention to how, like, if you were to tell your own story, like, just tell it to yourself for a second. Like, think about the things that have been the most impactful on your life. If you were to share with someone, what would that look like? And does that story play on a victim mentality or more of a resilient mentality? Are they happy memories? Are they bad memories? And if they are traumatic memories, what is your role in that story? I think it's really important that you take awareness of that right now. Because some of you, I do feel, still struggle with your history. And like I feel my breath not wanting it's like I'm getting caught up and I can feel it, instead of having this acceptance to understand like how that trauma, that wounding can be such a beautiful teacher. And maybe this is why they were bringing up the anger when I was in meditation before this. I guess I'll just go ahead and share on that, because many of us hold on to anger and misuse it, and I'll get to that in a second. Okay. Um, just breathe, guys. Just breathe. Many of us can hold on to anger and resentment due to our history and our experiences. Um, and it's not to say that even if you were angry at the story at one point in your life, that even if you're past the anger, make sure that you've still truly forgiven it. Because most of those storylines are so far in your past that you're the only one that continues to pay that debt when you have not fully forgiven. It still hurts, it still carries weight, it still carries motive, right? It still carries intent on how you live your life, right? You are the only one paying for that. Let me make that clear, okay? But when it comes to anger, like, I don't know why, guys, but my spirit guides and my higher self always bring up movies. This is how they relate with me. So they were bringing up the anger, and we're just going to be real with the emotion. And the way that they showed it to me was the Hulk, okay? And they took me to this part in one of the Avengers movies when they're in New York and all this stuff. And they were wondering how Banner was able to keep such a lid on it and not Hulk out just whenever because of the short trigger, right? And they kept bringing up the fuse. And anger can be such a beneficial, we're going to get back to the fuse. Anger can be such a beneficial tool when it comes to protection, but the reason we mismanage it is because of the short fuse attached to the trauma. The moment that that trauma is ignited, we'll go off the handles. Our heart rate goes up, our body temperature goes up, our muscles get tense, our voice will get loud, our eyes get big. You almost feel as if your blood is boiling, and it's not necessary. Okay? Because you're using it on the wrong thing. External circumstances that are meant to teach you how to be confident navigating through life. We should be centered. We should be calm in our demeanor because we're secure, right? We're secure in ourselves and how we're navigating our life. Like external circumstances, if you're just popping off because every little thing is pissing you off, then something's out of balance, right? But when we really take a look at anger, and yes, it's a very beneficial emotion because you have every right to feel it, especially when there's an injustice, right? And that's what they keep referring to, where the anger needs to be directed, and it's towards injustice. So how they were bringing it forward, you think of all these bad guys, you know, whatever, if it's energetic beings or people on this earth that are creating havoc, like those people have their own um, point in the story too. They're playing out their role that causes you to have self-respect, self-worth, healthy boundaries, learning how to speak up for yourself. Like they're all teaching us, okay? But what they want to bring us to is when there is something that is creating havoc and trying to take over by a force of control, because where Banner was getting tripped up was when he was trying to control anger as it was not a natural part of him. He was meeting it with a sense of forcefulness, saying, you don't have your place, you need to keep under cool. But when he accepted anger as, this is a part of me, is when he truly learned to control it and be able to place it where it needed to be. And that is in the form of protection of his loved ones and the earth he lives on, right? So we're not just talking about, because again, are you going, if someone breaks into your house and is trying to kill your family, are you going to be able to fight that kind of negativity and that kind of evil with a loving hand, right? Sometimes we have to step into warrior mode to protect those that we care about. And it's the same as this world. If there calls for a sense to fight, we must allow that anger to take its place, because that drive, that primal instinct to protect, that anger is going to fuel you. It is going to give you the energy that you need, because it's something worth fighting for, right? It's not meant to be directed at our loved ones. It's meant to be there to protect our loved ones. Ooh, that's some good shit. Okay? So we'll leave that there. Hi, Mauricio. Hi, Danny. Hi, Debbie. So whatever that may mean for you guys, but thought I'd throw that in there. And so we're going to move into meditation. And, you know, even if being attentive, I'm hearing some of us need to be more attentive to ourselves. Are you listening to your body? Are you listening to your soul's own needs? Are you taking the time to really have quality, attentive time with your partner? And are there things that you might be able to share with your partner today that can help them understand you a little better too, right? So if you want to join in on this, I would suggest please do not listen to this while operating any heavy machinery. I do not own any rights to the music that is about to be played, so hopefully they won't, you know, catch me, whatevs. But go ahead and find a comfortable place, whether you are sitting or laying down, and start getting yourself comfortable, tuning in to your breath. Taking a few nice deep breaths in through your nose, holding for a few seconds, and then allowing yourself to release. With each breath, you allow yourself to become more centered and calm. Releasing all priorities and all obligations for this moment. Giving gratitude for giving to yourself, allowing yourself to tune in. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine you breathing in the prana through your feet and through the crown of your head, bringing your energy's focus to your heart center. And as you breathe out, I want you to push this energy out into your environment. Imagine an emerald light filling the space around you, creating a warm, safe place for you to receive. Allow the body to relax and the mind ease. As you find your natural rhythm with your breath, your eyes become heavy. Your shoulders relax, and you sink deeper and deeper to the space supporting you. And as you're tuning deeper within yourself, you feel this sense of calm wash over you. Feel the tingling sensation as the energy vibrates off your skin, rippling out through your heart center and through your whole body. Feeling like the gentle waves of the ocean as God's love washes through you. Feeling yourself completely centered in this moment. Coming deeper and deeper to your truest self. And now I want you to ask yourself, how can I be more attentive with my loved ones? How is my partner trying to communicate with me? Am I truly listening? Am I receiving my partner in all ways? Am I comfortable with my own vulnerability? And what does vulnerability feel like to me? Am I being attentive with myself? What does my body need from me right now? Am I listening to my body's needs? You make a promise to yourself now to truly listen to yourself and to your partners. It is our conscious choice to be fully present. And that means getting rid of the distractions and choosing quality time. Being more curious about your partner's story than the story of those online. When I am connected with myself, I can connect better with my partner. And I choose us today. I call on the highest vibration of love, not only for myself, but for those around me. And I choose to be aware of my own patterns so that I can show up better for those that I love. And I want you to imagine yourself in front of a mirror. I want you to take a really good look at yourself. See every layer of your being. Notice the lines in your face from all the smiles you have created in life. Notice all the scars that remind you of where you've been. All the things that you have overcome. See that glow that comes in from deep inside. The core of who you are on a soul level. And as that energy emanates, you feel it move through every layer of your being. And with each moment that you look in this reflection, one by one, you will see those that you love walk up, meeting you face to face. And they reflect the same light back to you. You can't ignore the glow. And it is our duty to continue to honor, love, and protect God's children. And it starts with us. But we have to pay attention and use our love and all of our emotions wisely, because everything has its place. And I want you to show some gratitude, send some love into that mirror, let it radiate to all those that you are connected to. As this energy washes over you and your loved ones, it continues to ripple out into this world. Feel the gratitude wash over you as you are so loved. And this is the love that we get to share, and that is a gift. And as you step away from the mirror, things begin to fade away, carrying this frequency of love with you as you start to make your way back to your physical body, to your current surroundings, coming back into yourself. On the count of 3, you become wide awake and aware of your present surroundings and your present moment. 3, 2, 1. You can gently open your eyes now, wide awake and aware. I thank you all so much for showing up today and participating with me. If this message resonates with you at all, make sure to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you. If you would like more help in these areas or need a private session, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. And until next time, my dear friends, love to you all.